I'm Laurie Maher, I'm the Mayor of Gosford City. I'm also the Executive Officer of Case Shelter, which provides emergency accommodation for those who are homeless or those who are at risk of homelessness. We support them. I've lived in the Gosford area for the last 20, 30 years. More recently we've moved into the CBD, and as the family left home, we now live in an apartment. We saw that there was a real need to see if we can do early intervention work, and on the basis of that we started to do a whole host of things. I'd been working in the government for years, and I was in charge of juvenile justice for New South Wales, and when I left the government, my wife was working in the Women's Refuge, and I saw that they were in pretty dire circumstances. I had plenty of time on my hands because I had lots and lots of leave I had accrued. And so when I saw that they were financially in strife, we took it on. We got the Catholic Centre Care to auspice our service for the first 6 months, and then I got a community committee up and ran it, to run it, and we chased dollars wherever. It's then grown like topsy. We now have 6 refuges, lots of other properties, and every night we will accommodate in excess of about 160 homeless men, women and children. A number of years ago we had some church groups providing meals in the parks and so forth. That caused local businesses to be a bit concerned, and then as a result of that I approached the Mayor of the day, Chris Holstein, and we set up the Donaldson Street restaurant, as it was then, and with Work for the Dole we built a kitchen and so forth and started providing meals, all supported by local churches, some 13 local churches and community groups, and provide lunch and dinner every day, and that seemed to be where we're at. But then in terms of the evolution, that was only one part of it. And so that now that's converted across to a community centre, which includes the restaurant where we provide in excess of 200 meals a day. But we also provide all sorts of other assistance, and we have a no interest loan program where people can get a no interest loan to buy basic requirements. We also do food parcels. We provide emergency relief in terms of money. We actually operate an EPA program which assists people to fund their electricity and gas bills when they can't afford it. And basically across the board try to do all those things which would assist people who already have accommodation but at risk of losing it to maintain their accommodation. But it's a growing problem, it's not getting any easier. Rental prices on the Central Coast are so high that people on low incomes can't afford them, and certainly the older people and those on pensions really can't get there. Every little bit of an increase from Housing New South Wales in terms of more affordable housing for low income people is great, but we've got such a deficit and the catch up is going to take us so long. We just have to keep on working at it. But we've got to make sure that the young people moving into our community have jobs, have a place to live, have a place to recreate, and so that not only do we have the stadium, but we've got the waterways and the beaches and the escarpment. All of those sorts of things just make this such a fantastic place. As I say, a place of unlimited potential. Of all of the 6 satellite cities created in the state strategy, there's nothing compares with Gosford. And we've just got to make sure that we do the things that are necessary to make this the place to live. Well, Christmas is always a very joyful time, but also a very sad time, particularly for those who are lonely. Lots of our people who live here on the Central Coast have moved up from Sydney, and quite often they are now lonely. Their family is diminished in terms of partners have died and so forth. To reach out to those who they see who might be lonely at Christmas would be great. Not necessarily to give presents, simply to say hello, to wish them well, and if it was at all possible, invite them into your home so that they could enjoy this wonderful time of the year.